firm believer in the idea that it's easier to find greatness in mediocrity rather than it is to find mediocrity in greatness. And no show exemplifies this idea more than the FX sitcom Louie. Written by Louis C.K. and released in 2010, it breaks all the tropes that every other sitcom falls into. It doesn't rely on the same jokes or obnoxious laugh track. Rather, it gives us a slice of life. The reason Louie works so well as a sitcom is because the situations are so intrinsically normal. Or at least they start out that way, and then quickly evolve into something else, creating more and more problems for Louie. Louie is able to deal with death and sadness and the complexity of growing old and realizing that your days are numbered. It shows depression in a way that only Louie can tell. And that's because the only person who can tell these stories is Louie, which is why he writes, produces, directs, and stars in the show. The reason the show is so engaging is because it takes place inside the mind of whoever drives, or in this case, watches it. Because it's so normal, it's much easier to put yourself in Louie's place than, say, someone on Friends. Because you're not any of these people. You're this guy. Sure, you're known at the comedy club and by other comedians, but other than that, you're just a guy. And the show builds on this idea by beginning each episode by Louie doing a set of stand-up where everyone loves and laughs and cheers, and then hard cuts to him doing something as normal as taking his kids home or going to the doctor. And it's this juxtaposition from comedy to normality that makes Louie so good. It raises the bar so high for TV that other shows don't even come close. This is because, as I stated earlier, Louie is and is not a sitcom, because it isn't funny all the time, which is fine. TV doesn't always have to be funny, and Louie knows this. Season 3 started out with a series of personal, professional, and even sexual humiliations for Louie, some hugely exaggerated, even ridiculous, such as the bit where Louie's car gets gratuitously destroyed, and others wry and realistic, such as the episode in which Louie develops a man crush on a hotel employee in Miami, and then built to a surprisingly intense dramatic peak in episodes 4 and 5, which started Parker Posey as a dark free spirit who forced Louie to confront his depression and suicidal urges. But it also teaches you how to smile and make the most out of your short life by just going with the flow. Louie does and simultaneously does not care about himself. He cares about himself when he needs to, and when he needs to care about his kids, he'll care about his kids. Louie is more than the typical funny guy does something funny and people laugh. It's funny guy does something new and it does or doesn't work out with him and he has to deal with that problem himself. Louie shows what's great about TV. It shows us the power those 30 minutes of isolated story can achieve just by showing us life.
Well, that's not fair.
I don't even know what that means.
Why does she get one and not me?
Because she's a separate person from you. You're never going to get the same things as other people. It's never going to be equal. It's not going to happen ever in your life, so you might as well learn that now, okay?
Well, then I get something else, Yummy.
You
I get something else.
What do you mean you get?
I get something else, Yummy.
Nobody... Jane, nobody gets anything.
She got something. She got a mango pop.
Yeah, that's right now she's lucky. And you're not particularly lucky. Maybe later you'll be lucky. Maybe
But
at
it's
some
so
point.
not fair.
You only should be concerned with what somebody else
It's not fair.
I'm telling you something right now. You should only ever be concerned with what's...
You're not fair.
Listen to me. The only time you look in your neighbor's bowl is to make sure that they have enough.